Bonjour, hi. Welcome back to another coffee talk. For those of you who are not familiar with coffee talks, it's a series I have here on this channel where every Friday I sit down with a cup of coffee, or in this case, a glass of iced coffee, and I sip on it while I talk about different topics that have been on my mind for the past week, and this week is no exception. This coffee is really good, by the way. Today's topic is going to be a little more abstract than usual. Today I want to talk about nothing. Obviously I don't want to talk about nothing in the literal form and just be here and say nothing, but I want to talk about doing nothing and having nothing to do and just taking the time to do nothing, if that makes sense. It was important for me today to talk about this because I have been very, very busy and very in my head for the past couple of weeks because I've been focusing on so many things, which is a good thing because I've been feeling very appreciative of all the things that I have, and I've been feeling very grateful and very like in the zone with everything that I'm doing, but it has made me definitely a little less grounded and a lot and in my head. That's it. That's how I've been. I'm the queen of to-do lists. I live by to-do list. At night, I review what I have to do the day after, and throughout the day, I update the to-do list, and it is very important for me to get these tasks written down. Otherwise, I just feel like either I forget them or I jump from one to another. So having these lists really help me, but sometimes I cling on to them too much. And I have this goal of achieving every little thing that's on the to-do list and completing every little tasks, where it doesn't leave space for me to actually just do something completely random and do something else that I truly feel like I want to do in that moment, which makes it very hard for me to do nothing because I feel like I always have to be productive. I always have to be doing something to move forward, to like work on a project, to brainstorm about something, to write down ideas, to clean. I rarely do nothing. I'm always very busy and stimulated by media, by life, and I easily get very overwhelmed by all of this. So, with that being said, I've been trying, and the emphasis here is on trying, to be more present and to let things go and to let things happen as they come to me and be more mindful. So instead of going on a walk and listening to a podcast about like self-growth or whatever the podcast is, to just be mindful and not be distracted by anything else and be left with my thoughts. And that sounds very scary, I know, or maybe boring. But I have come to realize that this whole thing was very awakening, and it made me realize how distracted I am all the time. I get that it can become very conflictual because I personally am always in the duality of things happen for a reason, but also believing that you get to choose what you want to do and you get to choose the life that you want for yourself, but at the same time you have that path and that. So I get the duality of actually doing nothing and wanting to do something in order to evolve and become like and just like enjoy life in general. But I think it is important to sometimes take a step back and just appreciate and live in the moment and do nothing. Like literally just sit there on your bed, on your couch, on a chair, I don't care, just sit or even lay there if it's easier for you and just think. Just let thoughts come and go. Don't be on your phone, don't read a book, don't listen to music, just be present, be in the moment. Listen to the cars drive by, to the AC engine running, to I don't know, people walking upstairs above your roof. Yeah. I've never been very good at meditating. I've tried like a bunch of methods that are like more like classical methods, and that just didn't work for me. But actually doing what I just mentioned, like sitting there and doing nothing and just, or even just like thinking, that is my form of meditation. Journaling is also when I'm like in a meditation mode, I guess, going on walks, but mindfully, again, no music, no podcast, just walking. That's also a form of meditation, and taking the time to do that is really empowering. Like, you just feel more connected to the world around you, but also to yourself. So, and I think that one of the reasons why a lot of us struggle with doing nothing or just like stillness in general is because we live in a society and in a culture where performance is rewarded, and where we like to set goals for ourselves and achieve them and always evolve and become better and always working on something, brainstorming, working on projects, you know, and it can become like a lot easily and quickly. But that's what we've been told that success is, and that's what we've been told that the right way to live was. It was always in performance and always, I don't know where I'm heading with this, but the art of doing nothing is very important, and that's something that you should not necessarily master, but get familiar with. And again, I just want to remind everyone, I'm here talking about this and this and that as if I was the smartest of them all, but I'm not. I'm truthfully, I'm not, and doing nothing, as I said, is very hard for me. It's a challenge, it's a struggle. I don't do it well all the time, but it's something that I want to get accustomed to and that I want to integrate in my life and to be comfortable with. I think that's the thing. I'm very uncomfortable with doing nothing because I feel like I could use this time to work on something or to do something better. But that's just as good as scrolling on Pinterest or TikTok or creating mood boards or reading. So this is what I have to get used to and comprehend and really let sink in. A lot of people view this as a waste of time because you're not optimizing this time and you're not utilizing it and you're not using it in the best of way. But I disagree with that. It is the time that you take to reflect, to think, to meditate, to just be there and be a freaking human being living their life without all these external forces and external pressures of doing this and this and that and achieving this goal and having to do this. It's just a way to like clear up the mind, and it does, personally, it does me a lot of good. So that's why I'm trying to do it more regularly. And yeah, again, I've said this before, but it's all about balance. It's about finding what works and what doesn't work for you and for your lifestyle and for the life that you want for yourself. It's not about being in the extremes and doing like this silent cure. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about, you know, finding balance in your life. So at this point, I think I've been repeating myself enough and I've been just like getting carried away with my thoughts. So I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me. I truly, truly, truly mean it. Hopefully I have made a little difference in your day today. If you would like to make a difference in mine, you know what to do. And I'm going to wish you une bonne journée.